Hi, good evening to everyone. This is FIDE instructor Gajengi Rajababu welcoming on my channel Rajababu Gajengi. So today we are going to see that how not to play chess. Okay, so that means what? We have to exploit our opponent's mistakes and also like like why we should not commit those mistakes while playing. So but just all the viewers, just let me know whether everything is proper. Okay, so in the chat box you'll just mention that you are able to hear me, so then we can start with it. Okay, so I need one yes from anyone. Okay, so everything is proper, so you can able to see audio and you can able to see video. Okay, so good, Prajat. Now today is the first day of the Diwali vacation. So in the entire Diwali vacation, I am going to come every day a 1 hour a live session, and in this live session we can improve our game a lot. Okay, and this is going to be live interaction. If you have any doubt, any queries, anything during the game, you can mention that in the chat. You can type your doubts in the chat. Okay, so the timing is going to be different on different days. So today is the first day, so I am starting at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow the IPL final is there, so I am going to start tomorrow, maybe in the early evening around 5 o'clock, and thereafter I will be having only 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock is going to be standard timing, but only tomorrow due to the IPL, so I may take around at 5 o'clock. Okay, so welcome to everyone. Now I hope you are able to see the board, and this game today we are going to discuss. Okay, we have already mentioned there. Okay, you can already see there. So this game is played in 1620. Can you believe this game? Now 2020 is going on. Okay, so welcome everyone. Satyapal Yadav, Prashant, Suresh Konar, Sumit, everyone welcome. Now this game is played 1620 and now 2020 is going on. So that means what? 400 years back this game has played, and we are going to learn many things from such games. Okay, so our heading is how not to play chess. Now in this we are going to see that the white is the one who is properly following all basics and fundamentals of chess. The white जो है सब प्रॉपरली वो फॉलो कर रहा है. लाइक वाइट इज प्लेइंग his first move a4, just is controlling the center, and black is playing e5. The black is also controlling the center. Now white is playing his second move as knight f3, and here black is thinking there are several ways. Now after when white played knight to f3, then there are several ways to defend this pawn. There are move like d6, move like knight c6, move like queen e7, move like queen f6, move like bishop d6. There are so many and several ways are there, but there is only servers miss you in next live stream. Okay, okay, so there are several moves to defend that pawn, but there is one move which is absolutely blunder if you try to defend this e5 pawn by playing that move, and that move is f6. Today we are going to see this only, that how not to play chess. If you are a black player, then never ever try to defend this e5 pawn with the f6 pawn. Okay, so it is defending it, but you must be, तुम लोग बोल सकते हो ऐसे कि क्या होता है, लाइक सपोज इफ आई एम, मैं तो डिफेंड ही तो कर रहा हूँ स्पॉन को, तो क्या होता है. so that is what we are going to see, that how black quickly going to lose his game. ब्लैक कितना जल्दी वो गेम को हार सकता है वो हम देखने वाले हैं. ओके, सो आई एम यूजिंग बोथ द लैंग्वेज लाइक हिंदी एंड इंग्लिश, दोनों भी मैं यूज करूंगा. ठीक है, तो एज अ वाइट प्लेयर हमें ये डिसाइड करना है कि अब यहाँ पर नेक्स्ट मूव कौन सा खेलना है और उसे फिनिश करना है, लाइक उसे चेकमेट करना है. बिकॉज ये जो मूव है द f6 मूव इज नॉट गुड मूव, because this is actually opening the weak diagonal, because this is the only diagonal which is weak diagonal when the king is in the center. जब king center में होता है तो ये जो diagonal है काफी weak diagonal होता है. Okay, and that weak diagonal got opened because of that f6 pawn. f6 pawn के वजह से वो weak diagonal open हुआ है. Now white need to do a punishment. Okay, punishment of playing that f6 move. If anyone from the viewers you know like how to continue from here, you can type the move. Okay, Suresh, I will tell you how to play with me. Okay, so if you learn all these fundamentals and all the basics, then definitely you can play with me and win your games. So in the chat box, you can mention if you are white here, then which move would you like to play here? Okay, just I am waiting for your answer, like which move you are really like to play here and you will pocket this game. Like ये गेम यहाँ से तुम लोग जीत सकते हो. Okay, so if anyone know, please mention in the chat. Anyone know like how to continue in from this position? If you are not aware like how to continue from this position, as I told you that this particular position, in this particular position, this is like a weak diagonal got opened. As I said, this weak diagonal got opened. Then we should not to play king to knight to g5 and queen h8 check. We have to play knight captures e5. This move is perfectly fine even though you are giving your free knight, but this is called in chess sacrifice. So white need to sacrifice his piece. When he sacrifices his piece, the black is having an option of recapturing, like he can capture your piece. Now if you count pieces, white is one piece less. White is one piece less. Now he is not having the knight, but he is having his queen. Okay, the diagonal got opened and the weak diagonal got exposed. Even this bishop can also come out wherever he wants. So therefore, the white's next move is going to be queen h5 check. Now there is a check to opponent's king, and opponent king is having two options to play. Okay, and both the options we are going to see through the games. Now the first option is what? Since there is a check, king को check है, तो simply क्या करो, king को move करो. Or second is just play pawn g6 and stop check. Either move your king or stop check. Only these two options are there. Okay, so remember like how not to play chess. In that, as I said, if the black play move f6, it is going to be an absolutely mistake. White should play knight into e5. After pawn into e5, you have to give queen h5 check. And if he moves his king to e7, guys, what to play here? Now how to continue from here? So I want responses from viewers. मुझे व्यूअर से response चाहिए. If you know the move, just type the move. So I want this class to be very interactive. बहुत interactive class होना चाहिए. तो जो तुम्हें लग रहा है अभी आफ्टर किंग e7, जब वो किंग e7 पे खेलेगा तो हमें क्या करना चाहिए यहाँ पर. Okay, so everyone, those whoever there in the chat, okay, so Prashant, Suresh, Sumit, Prajat, okay, pawn d4. Okay, so Satyapal Yadav, I think Prashant is telling here to play d4 and open the diagonal for the bishop and win the queen. That is what the Prashant is thinking. Okay, so anyone else? Anyone else? Like in this position, actually we should not play pawn to d4, but I want to tell the viewers from this position the white is winning forcefully. Like white should play queen into e5, उसे queen into e5 capture करना चाहिए और opponent के king को check देना चाहिए. And now opponent is having only one move, that is what, to king to f7. उसके पास अभी सिर्फ एक ही move है, king to f7. Now you tell me after king to f7 what to be played. Okay, so Prajat is already answered that we should play bishop c4 check. Very good. We should involve as many as pieces we want in the game. जितना pieces हम involve कर सकते हैं. Okay, hello Rajput. So we should involve as many as pieces in every move. Like yes, bishop c4 check. Even Prashant is also telling bishop c4 check. Now here again the black is having, guys, two moves. One is to play the pawn in between or move this king. Only these two moves are there with the black. Black के पास सिर्फ ये दो ही option है. Let's see what happens if this king moves to g6. जब ये king g6 पे move होगा तो opponent अभी compulsory checkmate होगा. Okay, in coming moves में black will compulsory will get checkmate. Okay, so can you tell me like how to continue from here? So it is very important that to use maximum pieces, also the available pieces to checkmate your opponent's king. So can you tell me like what should white play here? White को फिर यहाँ पर क्या खेलना चाहिए जिससे white ये गेम यहाँ से जीत सकता है? Queen f5. Okay, so Om Mudeshwar is telling to play queen to f5. Very good. Queen to f5 you have to play. When we play queen to f5, king will go to h6. Now what to play? Okay, so Suresh Konar is telling after queen to f5, king to h6, play d4. Very good, very good, very good, Suresh Konar, very good. Because why the d4 is important? Because of this, you are giving a discover check and you are including one more piece. Remember the secret of winners. Okay, the secret of winners are involving as many as pieces. अब जितना ज़्यादा pieces को involve करोगे उतना जल्दी तुम जीत पाओगे. Okay, maximum pieces को you have to involve with the smart way. Okay, smart way से maximum pieces को involve करो. So d4 check and now opponent is having only one move and that is g5. Remember, in one of the game, black player played queen to g5 in between and he lost because queen into g5 checkmate. He lost because of this. The queen should not come because you know that the king cannot capture. It is supported by bishop. Okay, so therefore getting the queen in between is not a good option. So the black is having only option of playing g5. Now here an interesting move white should play. So can you tell me from the viewers, okay, from the chat, यहाँ पर white के पास एक बेहतरीन मूव है, very good move in this position to win. Okay, so which is that move which will increase attack? And remember, as I said, involve as many as pieces. नया पीस को इन्वॉल्व करोगे तो जल्दी जल्दी जीत पाओगे. Okay, so let's see. Oh, okay, very good. So Suresh Konar is absolutely right. Okay, sir, you can come in Zoom class to meet. Okay, Zoom class to meet. Acha, in Zoom class, but I think YouTube is better, Suresh. Okay, so Suresh Konar as well as is right, absolutely. We have to play h4. This is an absolutely correct move, h4. And after h4, now it is an absolutely disaster because the white wants to give this check and also the check with the rook. Now whatever the option black play, he is going to lose. Now in this position the black tried king g7. Now after king g7 I want to tell the viewers the white can checkmate black king in two moves. Can you guess those two moves? Guess rather than guessing, calculate those two moves, how the black will get checkmated in next two moves. Okay, so here Prashant is telling bishop g5, but with the bishop g5 it is not checkmate. Prashant, okay, so calculate, think, थोड़ा सोचो आपके पास कौन से पीसेस है. हमारे पास ये बिशप है, क्वीन है, ये बिशप भी है, ये रूक भी है. इनको यूज करके हमें अपोनेंट को चेकमेट करना है टू मूव्स में. ओके, वेरी गुड सुरेश. He is telling queen f7 check, correct. King h6. Now there is a checkmate in one move. Can you guess? Yes, queen f7. Om, you are also right. Now there is checkmate in one move. Is there anyone who can get it? Prashant also correct. So there is checkmate in one move. Can anyone find out that move which absolutely checkmate the black king? Okay, g5, very good. H capture g5. and remember there is a double check with the pawn also and check with the rook also. And now see, the king is absolutely trapped and he can't do anything. He can't even give with this capture because bishop and rook both are giving check. Okay, bishop g5 is not correct. Bishop g5, you will win the queen, but it won't be checkmate, but it will checkmate. It will take a time, like bishop into g5 you can give. If he captures queen into g5, you can capture h into g5, king into g5 and queen f5, checkmate. So checkmate will happen, but it will prolong one extra move, और एक move extra चला जाएगा, इसके लिए फिर वो mate थोड़ा लंबा हो जाएगा. But any which ways, after this h4, I think there is no way where the black can save checkmate from here. Okay, he can try, guys. He can try playing bishop to e7, but the problem is what? Again there is a checkmate in two moves here. Now h into g5 check. Again there is a check with the pawn with the rook, and if the king goes here, guys, queen f7 is going to be checkmate. So I hope you understood like how not to play chess from black side, otherwise you will lose very quickly. Okay, now another variation, another position from the same we are going to see. Now this game is played in 1937. Now the previous game we saw that game was played in the year 1620, but this game is played in year 1937. So these are the games which I am bringing. Okay, now in this game what happened? The white played e4, black played e5, knight f3 and f6. They are thinking what will happen if I play f6? मैं f6 खेलूंगा, क्या होगा? क्या होगा? You all know that. क्या होगा? Knight captures e5, f capture e5, because this diagonal, the weak diagonal got opened. So remember, whenever you play, don't open the weak diagonal unnecessarily. Okay, unnecessarily don't open the weak diagonal. And queen h5 check, king to e7, queen into e5 check. Just now we saw king f7. See, even though that game is played in 1620, but still because the people do not study, वो लोग क्या करते हैं? स्टडी नहीं करते हैं गेम्स को. When we do not study, then those mistakes we keep repeating. तो वो 1620 में गेम खेला हुआ था, and 1937 also the players repeating that mistake, because when we do not learn, then we keep repeating those mistakes. And you know that in this position we have to play bishop c4 check. Now in the previous game the black played move king to g6, but in this game he thought I will not play king to g6 and I will play d5. Now the guys tell me how to continue when your opponent play d5. Now the problem is what? Earlier, because the pawn was here, then that time we could able to give this check when the king moved here. Okay, now we have to capture bishop into d5 check, and now king g6. In earlier game we could able to give this check and we forced the king to move to h6. Okay, we forced this king to move to h6, but here we cannot force because of this bishop. Okay, now you tell me that how to continue from here. So tell me, anyone here who can tell me how to continue here? Anyone? There are several moves which completely gives winning position for white. Come on. If you know like how to continue here. Okay, so Prashant is telling just play queen g3 check. That is what Prashant is telling. Remember, involve as many as pieces possible. जितने भी pieces possible है उनको involve करो यहाँ पर. Okay, so then you will get a chance of winning. Okay, I will show you what is a correct way to win, but also we will see the several games which is played in this position. Okay, I will show you several games played in this position. Okay, so Satyapal means Prashant is telling to play just g4. Okay, the idea of g4, I'm not understanding that what is the idea of g4, but just he want maybe like g4, he wants to give the check with the queen because he needs support. Okay, so that is what he is thinking. Now here in this game, the white played d4 move. Okay, white played d4 move, but I want to tell you guys the d4 move is not correct. But this game is played in 1937 and opponent played, white played d4 move, and you know what? The d4 move is actually losing move for white. So that's why today is my heading. मेरा ये टॉपिक का जो हेडिंग था, हाउ नॉट टू प्ले चेस. d4 is a blunder, is a mistake. Because of that d4, when you try to involve even this piece, the problem is what? The black can simply play bishop d6 and you will lose your game. Remember, there is no place for this queen to run away. Queen को बचाने के लिए कोई जगह नहीं है. See, there is no place for this queen to run away. He cannot come here because of this bishop. Queen cannot come here because of this queen will capture. Even though if you try to capture with your bishop, he will capture with the king. And your queen cannot come here and give check because king will take this. Okay, and see, our queen is completely got trapped. Queen को भागने के लिए कोई जगह नहीं है. So obviously the white is the one who will lose. So therefore it is very important to play correct chess. Okay. Now in this position after d4, actually the black played the wrong move, which is queen f6. Therefore he lost. He lost in two moves. Can you find out? The white can easily win or checkmate the black king in two moves because the black played the wrong move, that queen f6. He will lose in two moves. Can you find out? Met in two, checkmate in two moves. Can anyone find out that move? How white will checkmate black king in two moves? You're going to learn so many things from these games, like how to play correct chess and how not to play. Yes, anyone? So here we should play queen e8 check, and see, when we played queen e8 check, now because of this bishop the king cannot move anywhere, and because of the queen the king cannot move anywhere, and he need to bring the queen in between, and after that queen into f7 checkmate. Okay, Prashant, so it is not queen g3 but queen e8 checkmate. So this checkmate is happened because black played a wrong move of queen f6, but black could have played bishop d6, then black would have won this match. तो black ये game जीत सकता था वो bishop d6 खेलता तो. But what do you think that? But let's come to the same question, that what was the right move here? What was the right move here to play from white? So let's come back. क्या था? Because d4 is losing for us. For white it is losing because the bishop d6 is going to come. So therefore what is the right move? So I just want from the viewers to tell me, like, what do you think is the correct move in this position? So from white, so bishop g7, I don't think bishop g7, bishop f7. No, I don't think bishop f7 is right move because king will capture this Suresh Konar. Okay, come on, think. White is winning, definitely white is winning. So, but we need to find out what is the correct way to win. Try to checkmate the black king. Use the method to checkmate the black king. Okay, so come on. So who will do that? Anyone? d4 we just saw. I think Suresh, you were not there. d4 was a mistake. Just now we saw that d4 was a mistake. As I told you, if you are not watching, the bishop d6 and queen gets trapped. So there is no way to escape. Only way to escape is what? You just give your bishop free and then you can escape. So therefore the don't suggest d4. D4 is not the correct move. So what is the correct move? D3. Okay, so Prashant is telling not to play d4, just play d3. Yeah, d3 is okay move, but it is not that winning move, because remember the white has already sacrificed one piece. White ने एक piece अपना free में दिया था पहले से, वो भूलो मत. Okay, so don't forget that white given free piece. So therefore every move should be correct. Okay, so d3 Suresh Konar no. So here I want to tell you that white should play in this position, not even queen g3. White should play h4. You know what is a big deal in this h4? The deal is play h5 and checkmate. See, a very simple move which leads to a checkmate. Sir, my name is Gamer Boy Player. Gamer Boy Player is a Gamer Boy Player. What is your correct name? Okay, so h4, pawn h4, yeah, Prashant. Yeah, h4 is a absolutely correct move. The idea is to play h5 and checkmate. And black is not having a correct option to defend it. Now let's see that. Now the main idea of this move to play h5 and checkmate. For example, let's see if we play move queen to h5, then we can easily win the game by playing queen to e8, and if that king 2 comes to h6, guys, we can give d4 check, and if we play move like g5, then h into g5, and suppose if this king comes to g7, g into f6 check, and if knight into f6, then queen f7 is going to be checkmate. So fast Sahil Mishra. Okay, Sahil. Okay, so that is what is going to happen. But remember, oh, okay, very good. Shardashram Vidya Mandir English Medium. Okay, Sahil Mishra, very good. Thank you very much for attending. So the idea is what? To play h4, after king comes here d4, and there is a checkmate chances. So what if opponent try to play h5 and stop our h5 move? Suppose वो h5 करेगा और हमें h5 खेलने नहीं देगा, तो देन हाउ टू कंटिन्यू? फिर हम कैसे कंटिन्यू करें? यहाँ पर हम कैसे जीत सकते हैं ये पोजीशन को? Okay, so there is one outstanding move. There is only one outstanding move which white should play in order to win. Can anyone guess or calculate and tell me? Okay, so I will wait for you to 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, मैं wait करूँगा. So here Om is telling to play queen to g3. Okay, so Om is telling to play queen to g3, but in this position if you try to play queen to g3, Om, the king will go to h7 and nothing will happen. So he will be one piece up and he may win the game. Remember, we should finish him. उसे पूरी तरह से फिनिश करना है. So what is the right way to continue? यहाँ पर correct move क्या है? Prashant is also telling queen g3. Suresh Konar is telling to play g4. Okay, suppose if we play g4, it is going to be a mistake. It is going to be a mistake because nothing will happen. Opponent will simply play bishop to g6 and nothing will happen. We are okay. So Prajat is telling d4 to play d4 here. Prajat is telling play d4 here. No, d4 is also not correct. Remember the mating ideas. King is exposed. His idea is like he want to go back and save. And remember, not even pawn d3. Remember, if your queen comes here, imagine if your queen comes here, there is an absolutely mating idea. But our queen cannot come here. Our queen cannot come here because of this bishop. So therefore, now think how to. Okay, so you are pressing rook h3, pawn d3, pawn d3. No, just now I gave you hint. Just now I gave you hint like if our queen comes here and give check, then everything is got blocked. But the main problem is what? Our opponent is having this defender. So therefore what to do? Yes, Om Mudeshwar is absolutely right. In this position we have to play bishop into b7 and planning to take this rook free. Okay, our planning is what? To take that rook free, and suppose if he takes bishop into bishop and he is supposed to take, उसे लेना ही पड़ेगा. If he will not take, the next move we will take this rook, he is supposed to take it. Okay, so if he captures, guys, we can play queen to f5 check, queen f5 check, and now king h6. Now tell me how to continue from here and win. There is a checkmate in 6 moves from here. So white to play and win. Okay, so it is easy win for white from this position. Okay, so what do you think to be played white? So how to continue after this? Very good. So Krit is absolutely right. Krit is absolutely right. Just play d4 and give check with the bishop, and now see he is not having any option rather than playing the bishop to g5. Oh Mudeshwar, you are also absolutely right. And after this move, now it is very easy. But remember, here any which ways we are winning the queen. Krit Sankala is telling, sir, I didn't know you also have a chess channel. But how you came to know Krit today? So you found today. Okay. Krit, you found. Okay. So here the white is clearly winning, guys. Bishop into g5 check. And if the king goes to g7, we are winning the queen. And after winning the queen, it is very easy to win game from here because we are already a queen up. Okay, so this is absolutely winning. But I want to tell you that any which way, this is very exciting to capture this pawn and win queen. This is very exciting. But I want to tell you that there is a checkmate here. If you don't want to win, you want to win king, there is one waiting move. Can anyone find out that waiting move? What is that waiting move which will make white win in this position? Okay, so that is very important waiting move. The waiting move is to stop black king from escaping. Okay, so Raghav Agarwal, hi Raghav Agarwal. Prasoon, welcome. Don't spam. Okay, one time hi is okay, Prasoon. Okay, so Prasoon, stop. Only one time hi. Okay, so here we have to play queen to f7, not g6, queen to f7, and we are absolutely winning now. There is no way our opponent can stop. Okay, let's imagine if we play anything else. Okay, no problem, Krit. Okay, and suppose if opponent try to play bishop to g5, guys, there is checkmate in 2 moves. Now we can give this check. If he captures with this, now rook to h5 and there is checkmate. Okay, so this is how white can win. Okay, so understood. So this is how we can easily win the game. Remember that you have to go through the entire video, entire, like, the lecture, like which move is correct and which move is not correct. I hope you liked and you understood the what is the correct way in this position. Now let's go to a next position which white won very quickly. See, as I told you that the first game in this position I showed you of 1620, this game is of 2008. Okay, recently in 2008, just 12 years back, also the player fell in this one, like e4, e5, knight f3, f6. Okay, so this is how we should not play chess. F6 is a mistake because knight into e5, and here after knight into e5 the black player realized, after knight into e5 black player realized that if he captures he is going to lose. So therefore he decided to play bishop to d6. Now guys, tell me how to finish this game. How to finish this game? Anyone? If you know the continuation, type in the chat box. Come on guys, if you know, then the type in the chat box. Just I'm waiting for you all to answer, like how to continue from here. Okay, so Om Mudeshwar is telling just play queen to h5. Okay, so absolutely correct. Play queen to h5. If king comes to e7, then play queen f7 and it is an checkmate. But remember, here our opponent can play move g6. Okay, and g6 is also going to be losing because knight captures g6 will come, and if he takes this then we can take the rook. And on that day also I told you that the rooks are powerful than the knights, so therefore the white is giving his knight and is taking rook. So this way also white can clearly win the game, because in the next move he is planning to capture this knight. If we try to support that, we can increase more attack on this. This is what the white can do and win. Okay, Krit, we will do that Tal games, Anand's games, Kasparov's games, but later on. Now, in the Diwali vacation, as I told you that I have started a new series. Okay, so today is the first day. So in the first day, I am going to show you that how not to play chess. Okay, so if anyone makes any kind of mistakes or something like that, then how to punish them. Okay, so this is what an absolutely winning. So let's go to the next position. Okay, and this game is played in 1994. You can see year 1994 this game is played. Even like suppose if you do not learn, then there is tend to make many mistakes. Okay, so e4, e5, knight f3, f6, knight into e5, f into e5, queen h5 check, and if someone play g6, then it is disaster. Okay, because we have not seen the g6. From several games we have seen what happens if king play to e7, and we saw that if king play to e7, the white is the one who is going to win by capturing with this, followed by bishop check, and the white is the one who is going to win. Okay, but remember, if you try to play g6, queen into e5, if the bishop comes to e7, queen into h8, we are winning the rook. And if we try to support the knight, because you know now the knight is going, if the black try to support the knight by playing king f7, then how to finish this game from here? Anyone? You can just type the next move in the chat box and let me know how white should win from this position, what he should play. Yes, anyone? Yes, very good, Krit. Okay, so bishop c4 check, king f8 he played, and queen into g8. But actually what he should have played, the black was having the better move, and the better move was d5. So d5 was the better move. Okay, so very good, d5 was the better move. Bishop into d5, and then bishop e6 is the better move to be played. So then what will happen? Then the queen into h7 will come, and if the king goes to e8, then I think the queen into g6 will come. If king goes to d7, then queen into e6 will come. So like that, after king e8, like queen into g8 will come. So like that white will easily win. Okay, okay, so Krit, I know that Mikhail Thal's birthday is there, is a world champion, guys. The other in the chat. Okay, so this is how we can win if your opponent makes mistakes. Okay, so now let's go to the next position, guys. This is recent game. This is recent game which is played in the year 2015. So this game is played in the year 2015. Okay, that means what? See, in first game 1620. वहां से अभी तक the players keep repeating their mistakes. Remember that. Why this is happening? Because the players are not learning. Players are not learning, so therefore they are making mistake. Okay, bye Krit. So e4, e5, knight f3, f6, knight into e5, f into e5, queen h5, king e7 here played, queen into e5, f7, bishop c4, d5, bishop into d6, g6. Okay, and as I told you that the d4 is a mistake and not to play. In this game also the white played a mistake d4 and black did not realize, so therefore he lost. So a quick revision to everyone, like d4 is a mistake. So what is the right move? As I told you in the previous game, I think दो गेम के पहले मैंने बताया था कि यहाँ पर d4 मिस्टेक है. So what is the right move? Okay, very good Prashant. I know that you are 11-year-old and you play very good chess. Okay, come on, tell me now. What is the right move here if you remember? तुम लोग को याद है, वीडियो सीरियसली देख रहे हो तो मुझे बता दो कि यहाँ पर राइट मूव कौन सा था. Which move was the right move for white here? Because d4 is a mistake. d4 is a mistake, and here in the game opponent played queen e7 and he lost because queen g3 check, king h5, e5, queen h4, and after that the black lost. But here someone is telling h4. Yes, Prashant, h4 is a correct move. Suresh Konar, you are also right. h4 is a correct move. Very good. So in this position the h4 is a correct move, and after h4 if you play h6 or h5 or anything, then we have to play bishop into b7, and after bishop into b7 the queen f5 is going to checkmate. Okay, but remember the many players they don't know. So after bishop into d5, king g6, and white played d4 and after d4 I think in this game the black played queen e7. He didn't know how to take the advantage. He was not knowing, the black was not knowing the bishop d6 to be played, but queen e7 is a mistake. White won the game because of queen g3, king h5, and white simply played e5, black played queen h4, and white won the game by playing queen f3 check. Suppose if he played bishop to g4, then queen f7 check, guys, and he played g6, and after g6 the white played h3, and I don't think, like, if the bishop goes back, then the bishop f3 check, and now again the bishop need to come in between, bishop को बीच में आना पड़ेगा, and h into the checkmate because the queen cannot capture because the queen is also pinned. Okay, so ऐसा checkmate हो सकता है. So you have to remember all these positions, ideas you have to remember. Okay, positions ठीक है, but ideas याद रखना चाहिए. So by knowing one idea you can win against many good players. Okay, and these ideas you can apply in several games, in various games. तुम लोग अलग अलग गेम में ये आइडियाज को यूज कर सकते हो. Okay, a quick another game. This game is played in 2001. This game is played in 2001 against 2067 rated players. So e4, e5, knight f3, f6, knight into e5, f into e5, queen h5, king e7, captures, king f7, bishop c4, d5, bishop into d5, king g6. Remember, 2067 player is also made a mistake of playing d4. I am showing you. This player also made a mistake of playing d4, and the black is unrated player usko rating nahi hai, and he didn't see the bishop d6 winning because the queen is trapped, and here the black played h6 and he lost the game. He lost the game because The white played bishop into b7, black captured, and the white simply played queen f5 checkmate. Remember, even very good players, they don't know. So this is the main reason of showing you. Now this game is played in 2007 between, and remember the black was a rated player of 1200 so rating, and you people are the non-rated, और वो तो rated player है, फिर भी he made a mistake like e4 e5 knight f3 f6 knight into e5 f into queen h5 g6 queen into e7 queen e7 queen h8. He thought queen into e4 चलेगा, he want to do counter attack. Now I want to tell you that where to move your king or what to play in this position. Not about moving king. You are a white and you got already rook, तुम लोग को rook मिला है यहाँ पर, but he gave you check. Now what to do? Which move would you like to play? There are two moves. One is to play bishop to e2 and give g2 pawn, or play king to d1. So which move would you like to play here? Come on, tell me. बता दो मुझे कौन सा मूव खेलोगे यहाँ पर. Come on, which move would you like to play? बिकॉज अपोनेंट गेव यू चेक, वो उसने तुम्हें चेक दिया है ब्लैक प्लेयर ने. अब किंग को मूव करना है कहाँ पर? ओके, सो प्रशांत यादव इज टेलिंग इन दिस पोजिशन he wants to play king to d1. Very good. King to d1 is a very good move because protect the pawn, and also one more idea, you can get this queen, means rook there, and trap his queen. That is the main idea of playing king to d6. And see, he made a mistake of playing d6. Now white is winning. White is winning. He made a mistake. Any which ways, you can take this knight. You can take this knight. Any which ways, आप ये knight को ले सकते हो. But there is a winning move. Let's see who can find the winning move. Yes, come on. Tell me. You can win queen here. Any which ways, if you don't do anything, any which ways you are winning, because this is what going to come. But I think that is a mistake. Bishop b5. Yes, Om is bishop b5. Remember, you know what, this is a mistake. Capturing the knight is a mistake, because you know, if you are greedy and if you capture this, if you are greedy, if you capture this, you know what, your opponent is going to give you check, and it looks like your king got mated. And by mistakenly, if you play bishop to e2, queen into e2, and you will be checkmated. But you can play this move f3, bishop into f3, g into f3, queen into f3 check, king to e1. Okay, king to e1, and he can still give you check. If you play king f2, he will give you queen f4 check. If king to g1, guys, if king to g1, he can still give you check, and he will not stop you from checks, like he will continuously give you check. Wherever you go, there will be checks only is coming. Okay, suppose if you come here, again this is going to happen. If you come here, again this is going to happen. If you come here, again this is going to happen. But don't make a mistake of getting the bishop here, because he is the one who is going to win. Okay, so therefore one mistake makes the winning game draw. One mistake makes the winning game draw, and that mistake is what? Taking the knight and being greedy. Okay, if you take this knight and being a greedy, what will happen? This check will come and the game will become absolutely draw. Draw ho jayega game. Okay, but there is a winning move. So I want to ask you, yes, Prashant, Harish, sorry, Om, they are absolutely right. Play bishop b5 check, bishop b5 check, and if anything comes in between, play rook e1 and pin this king and queen. So this is what we are absolutely winning. हम ये game ऐसे जीत सकते हैं by playing rook e1. Now if you play anything, just capture it, and now you can also capture this, because this knight is pinned. ये knight pin है, तो ऐसा white आराम से ये game को जीत सकता है, और ऐसे ही game को उसने जीता है. So remember all these ideas, how to play correct chess and how not to play wrong chess. Wrongly नहीं खेलने का है, because if we make a mistake, wrong chess खेलेंगे तो winning game भी हम draw कर सकते हैं या कभी कभी हम हार सकते हैं. Okay, so don't try to be so greedy, otherwise we will end up losing. हम game winning game भी हम हार सकते हैं. Now look at this, e4, e5, knight f3, f6, capture. बट यहाँ पर अपोनेंट, जैसे मैंने कहा कि अपोनेंट को पता चला है तो उसने d6 खेला, queen h5, he played g6. As I told you in the last game, we have to capture knight into g6. If we capture h into g6, see this game is already happened in 1998. ये game already हुआ है. So queen into h8, so we are giving knight and taking rook. But if you play knight h6, so what should white play here? So there is a simple winning move. You have to create attacking threats. So Prashant, I will play with the subscriber on Saturdays or Sundays. I will keep one session. Saturday class is going to be playing with a subscriber. So in that I will definitely play with you all. Okay, so here we have to play d3. If we play g5, g5 need to play, otherwise what will happen, the bishop is going to capture this knight free. He played g5. So white should include pieces. So here white played h4, guys. White played h4. He just went back and tried to capture the queen. So queen is spinning the knight. He played bishop e6. White played h into g5, f into g5, and white played queen f3. He played knight d7. White played knight c3, and later on he just went on winning this game, because now white is clearly winning. Remember the pieces, number of pieces, learn to count. Like white is having 3 pieces, black is having 3 pieces, he is having 1 bishop, but for that bishop he is having the rook. So the white is the one who going to win this game later on. Only thing is that he need to just develop his pieces. अपने pieces को develop करके उसको game को win करना है. So this is some 13th move game. Let's see how this game is happened. e4, e5, knight f3, f6, knight into f into. यहाँ पर तो सबको भी पता है. Okay, so this check, he played g6, queen into e7, he played bishop e7, he captured. He played king f8. So white played bishop c4, guys. The idea is what? Want to checkmate. Okay, so he played bishop to f6, attacking the queen, queen into g8, king e7. Okay, so now from here there is a checkmate in 7 moves. So each move you tell me. Okay, how to checkmate black king here forcefully. ब्लैक जो है ना नेक्स्ट 7 मूव में चेकमेट होगा, तो तुम लोगों को बताना है कि वो 7 मूव्स कौन से है. 1 मूव. चलो, आई एम वेटिंग फॉर यू. हियर सुरेश इज टेलिंग टू प्ले d4. नो, बट इन d4 में द क्वीन विल गेट एक्सचेंज. ओके, सो 1 मूव हमें बताना है. ओके, 7 मूव में अपोनेंट चेकमेट होने वाला है. 1 मूव, कम ऑन. व्हाट शुड बी, हाउ टू स्टार्ट दैट मेट. ओके, 1 मूव, एक एक मूव, आगे आगे, कम ऑन. Okay, queen e7. Not Coco giving queen e7 nahi. I think there is a mistake in f7. Okay, queen f7. 1 move is over. He played king to d6. Now mate in 6. Queen f7. Yes. Now mate in 6. Now don't give this check, because king will try to run away. So therefore here there is one waiting move, and that move is d4, guys. This is an waiting move, because the idea of this move is what? To give a bishop check. The idea of this move is to give bishop check and throw the king in this way, in that direction. Okay, so therefore when we play the d4, if we try to play Suresh, e5 move is okay, but that will leads to 11 move checkmate. Okay, so d4 move is correct move, because if he captures bishop into d4, then bishop f4 check. Now if we try to play king to c6, because here he can play bishop e5, but this will lead a quick checkmate, because queen d5 check, king e7, and queen into e5 check and king f8 bishop h6 checkmate. ऐसा वो checkmate हो सकता है, ठीक है। इसके लिए क्या है, आफ्टर d4 bishop into d4 bishop f4 king c6. Yes, Prajat, correct. Now here we have to play queen to d5 check and king goes to b6. Now there is checkmate in one move, which is queen to b5 check and mate. Very good, Prashant. This is how we can drag the king and checkmate, because with the one mistake he will lose the game, guys. One mistake he will lose the game. Okay, now we will see some interesting intermediate move. e4 e5 knight f3 f6 knight into e5 queen e7. Then here we can play queen h5 check. This is very important. Okay, queen h5 check. If we play g6, now I want to ask you the viewers, like, here the queen to h5 move is good or bad? Queen to h5 move is a good or bad for white, because he played queen to e7. So you tell me that queen h5 move is good move for white or bad move for white. Tell me, is it winning move or is it losing move for white? Especially today's title is suitable for this, like how not to play chess. Because here if we play queen to h5, guys, it is a losing for white. It is losing for white, bad move, because he will play g6. Now if you think that if you are going to do this knight into g6 and try to attack this queen and a rook, and suppose if he captures with the pawn, still you are thinking that you can win the rook, but it is a bad. The black is the one who is going to win from here. You know how? By taking queen into e4 check, and now if we play move like king to d1, like how we played previously, now he will take the knight. That's why it is a bad move. That's why it is a bad move. And now suppose if you take this, he will take, and now count the number of pieces. The white is having 3 4 5 pieces and the black is having 1 2 3 4 5 6 pieces. He is one piece extra and the white is not having any attack, so therefore the white is the one who will lose. So therefore this is how you should not play chess. Okay, so we got the pawn, that is okay, but if we try not to take it, okay, after this, if when he try not to take it and if we play queen to e7, then don't try to give this check. You are not the one who is going to win. So he will play knight to, we should play knight to f3. We have to give the pawn back, but still we will win because we are ahead in development. Queen into e4, bishop e2. He will play knight to c6. Normally we have to just castle. Okay, still white is the one who is going to win. If he try to develop his pieces by anyhow, we can play rook e1. Idea, you all know that what is the idea, like rook bringing in the file of queen, and if we try to stop it, we can play d4. If we try to play queen to g6, you can extend the center. If you try to play this, you can play here. If he captures, no problem, we are the one who are going to win. d4. Now white is clearly winning. This knight h4 is coming, queen f7 went, c into d5, and you know what, if the queen into d5 is going to come and we are going to play bishop f3, guys, we are going to play bishop f3. If it goes back, now here white is the one who is winning. Let's see like who will find the winning move here. This is little advanced, but still the white is the one who is winning. Can you continue? I think Om, you are there in the chat, so you can tell me like how white can win from here. Yes, this is the game of pinning, because we are pinning this knight because king is here. But before he castles and make his king safe, वो castle करने से पहले हमें उसके ऊपर वार करना है. We have to just punish him before he is running away. कासल करने से पहले उसका गेम खत्म करना है गाइस. Okay, before that. So how we are going to do that? Come on guys, tell me. Bishop h5. Okay, so Prashant is telling just play bishop h5. Bishop h5 will not do because he will play pawn to g6 and nothing will happen. Okay, so Prashant, bishop h5 is not good. Here we should play bishop into c6 because remember he cannot take this with the knight. It is pinned. So here he will play only with the pawn. So when he will take with the pawn guys, now we have to increase attack on this knight के ऊपर attack increase करना है. Rook is already attacking. Now he is any which ways protecting with the king and rook, but still we can attack him. So how you will increase attack on the knight? Come on, knight के ऊपर कैसे increase कर सकते हो attack? Come on guys. By playing which move? So I'm waiting for you all. By playing which move we can increase attack? Very good, Suresh Konar. Bishop a3, correct. And see, now he suddenly will find in losing because next move is what? We can win this. Okay, now suppose if you try to play bishop e6, stopping you. Okay, so now winning move for white. Yes, Prashant, you are also right. What should white play here? Om, you are also right. Now how to continue from white to win this position? It is winning. We are going to win a piece. हमें एक piece मिलेगा free में. कैसे मिलेगा? By playing which move? Anyone? There is only one correct move. Come on, anyone? Just I'm looking at the chat. Like if the chat is ready to answer. Knight to f5. No. Knight to f5 is wrong move. If you play knight to f5, he will take with the knight. He will take with the knight. So we are the one who will lose with the knight to f5. Remember, try to increase attacks. Remember, on this bishop there is one attack and there is an x-ray attack on this knight. Okay, so we need to, and there is only one defender to the bishop. So increase the number of attackers. Remember this theme. Attackers को increase करना है, attackers को. So come on, I'm waiting for you. Come on, Prajat, Om, Suresh, Prashant, Dhanalakshmi, come on, try. Harish. Guys, I'm waiting for your answer. तुम्हारे आंसर्स के लिए मैं वेट कर रहा हूँ. क्या करना चाहिए यहाँ पर? What to do? Knight f5 is not correct as I told you earlier. Come on. Here if you don't know, then the queen to e2, it's gone. Because the rook and queen both not Prajat d5. Okay, see, attack on this, and see, it's gone. He cannot save it. He cannot save it. There is now only move. It's gone. Like there is only move the king to d7. There is only move king to d7, and now the bishop to e7, and if queen to e7, then now you can play this d5. If c into d5, then you can play knight to f5, and if he moves queen to f7 something, now knight to d4 will come, and look at the bishop is already gone. There is no square to bishop, so this is called tactics. Bishop के लिए कोई square नहीं, यहाँ पर नहीं आ सकता. It is gone free. It cannot come here because the queen will take, and it cannot come here because the pawn will take. And suppose if we try to defend it, then we have a fantastic move of this queen b5 check. Okay, and here also, like suppose if we try to go back, then we can play rook b1 and we can try to give check. So this is completely gone. This position is completely gone and he cannot save it. this check he cannot stop it. Okay, so if we try to play this, then we can capture this. If anything comes in between, then this rook is going. So like that we can win the game. Okay, so this is how we can win. So we have to play a proper and correct chess. Okay, so finally I want to give you, before stopping this class, I want to give you one puzzle. In this position, okay, the just now white played knight to e2 and attacking the queen, and queen played to g4. Now here white can trap this queen. ये जो queen है ना, उसको trap कर सकता है. You know why this queen came here? Because he want to capture this pawn. उसको ये pawn को capture करना था, इसके लिए queen यहाँ पर आया. But it is white to play and winning. I want to see like how many of you can find the winning move here. देखते हैं कितने जन find out कर सकते हैं, because right now he played queen here, as I told you, to capture this g2. Okay, but remember the queen is not having any place, so therefore the white can trap it. Because see, look, the queen cannot come here, queen is there, queen cannot come here, pawn is there, queen cannot come here, bishop is there, queen cannot come here, this pawn is there, queen cannot come here, this knight is there, queen cannot come here, bishop is there, cannot come here because of this bishop, cannot come here because of the knight, cannot come here because of this pawn, cannot come here because of this pawn, cannot go back because of the bishop can come here and pin it. So the queen is literally got trapped. But what to play here, because he is threatening to capture your g2 pawn. So what to play? I hope you are thinking till now. Okay, so I hope you are thinking till now, but how to continue? Come on guys, how to continue from here? Okay, so here Suresh is telling, Suresh Konar is telling, just castle. Okay, castling is not the correct move. Castling is not the correct move. You can play castling, okay, but I don't think it is an correct move. There are two moves, by the way, we can win the game. Just now I showed you every square of the queen is trapped. Every square of the queen is trapped. So pawn to h3. Yes, there is a waiting move. Prajat, there is a waiting move. So Dhanalakshmi Konar is telling play pawn to h3. She is telling just to play pawn h3. Then as I told you, he will take this. And if you try to attack the queen, he will take this. Okay, this is what is going to happen. So therefore playing h3 is not good. Playing h3 is not good, Dhanalakshmi. Okay, so here Prajat is telling rook to g1. First support the pawn and then to do something like that. But that is too late. He will get a chance to run away. Suresh Konar is telling to play knight to d4. Your idea is okay, but knight to d4 is a good move. But there is some best option also. Knight d4 is a good idea. Knight d4, I really liked your idea. Okay, it is winning any which ways. Knight d4 is winning. Okay, because knight d4, what will happen if the queen goes back? If the queen goes back, that is the only square. We can play this and pin the queen, because this queen cannot take our bishop. It is supported. Okay, and right now we are attacking this queen. Now suppose if queen into g2, bishop f3. Now look at the queen is trapped. He cannot take because of our bishop. Can't come here, can't come here, can't come here because of this bishop. Can't come here. यहाँ पर नहीं जा सकता because of sorry, bishop h4. Okay. So I think the black queen is trapped. So knight d4 by Suresh Konar is really a very impressive move. Okay. There are other moves also, and that moves is knight to g5. Don't allow only the queen to go to g6. That is also correct. If he captures bishop into g2, bishop f3, and the queen is trapped. Okay, so now the only option of taking this, and we are winning the queen and also the game. But you know what? In the real game, the player played an outstanding move, and that move is knight to g1. And now he is telling, you take my pawn, I will trap you. Right now I am attacking your queen. Remember, the queen is here, and see, he can't go anywhere. So from this, what we can learn that, from this what we can learn, not to develop queen so early in the game. Okay, not to develop so early in the game. So knight h4 is wrong. Okay, see, now if this queen to go to h4, then g3 is going to come, and see the queen is trapped now also. Can't come here, can't come here, can't come here, can't come here. Everywhere the queen cannot go. So therefore it is lost. So this is how you should not play your chess. Okay, so I hope you all understood, and I hope you enjoyed today's session. So tomorrow I am going to come with some interesting chess fundamentals. So by knowing that, you can definitely improve your game. Okay, remember, tomorrow is IPL final is there between Mumbai Indians and Delhi Capitals. So therefore tomorrow's session is going to be at 5 o'clock. Okay, so 5 to 6 there will be a chess class, and from 6 o'clock onwards you can watch IPL match. Okay, so I will take sign off now, and see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock.